Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here, back on the PTR with the Sorcerer, and we're testing out some more stuff, and I kind of found some interesting interactions for Incinerate. So first off, we are using the new Mythic Unique, Shroud of False Death. Now, this does give you a whole bunch of interesting things, like +1 passive is pretty cool, but this little line here that says, if you haven't attacked in the last 2 seconds, gain stealth and 40% movement speed. That is pretty darn strong. And the reason why it's strong is because when you're in stealth, you cannot be targeted, you can't be attacked, we can be hit if somebody attacks, but if you're just by yourself, the enemies aren't going to be attacking. And this is extra strong because if you channel Incinerate, you eventually just go right back into stealth. And so you're just chilling there in stealth and able to attack bosses and enemies all over the place. And there's really kind of nothing that they can do about it. Now, the stuff that you are a little bit weak to are elites that have things that come off of them just naturally. So like the fiery guy that like shoots fire, the poison one, and like one I think that drops off pillars. All of that kind of like will attack you back automatically, but it is pretty ridiculous. You're also going to be proccing Inner Calm here if you want to do that aspect as well, but that's pretty neat. And definitely makes it pretty easy to do. I'll go do an Uber Lilith at the end of this explanation to kind of show you what it looks like, and it's pretty ridiculous. Now, the other thing that we're doing right now is we're using this rune combination. So we're using Lith Quacks. And so Lith makes it so that we stand still for 5 seconds, and it's going to give us our next non-basic skill cast. Spends all of your primary resource to deal up to 100% increased damage. Now, before we get into that, if you're wondering how we're proccing or Warcry so much, right now this is kind of bugged so that when you evoke a power from another class, which stealth counts as right now, it gives you a whole bunch. So like every like 4 server ticks or something like that, or like every second basically we're proccing up for Warcry. So that's what's going on there. But this makes it so that we're going to burn all of our primary resource to deal up to 100% increased damage, and that does appear to be a multiplier. So to kind of give you an idea of our damage right now, if we're just sitting here channeling and it goes vulnerable, we're going to be hitting for normally about 50 to 60. It's a little bit low right now for some reason. We just got a low roll. So you can kind of see the damage here, right? Like maybe 50, 80, 70 or so. Well, if you manage to time it just right, you can actually get a huge damage spike from this. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get to happen. I've noticed that sometimes if I like double tap, it goes off pretty smoothly. And there we go. So we see that the damage is quite a bit higher than it was before, thanks to the Quacks rune here. And I think this is going to be something that you can see used on a lot of different builds. Not just Incinerate, but like basically anything that channels. So those are Whirlwind, Lightning Storm, Stone Burst, Incinerate, and Dance of Knives could all potentially benefit from this interaction, and it can be a little bit ridiculous. Now, I did say that I was going to show off Uber Lilith real quick. Let's pop over there. But basically what you're going to see is we're going to walk in, and she kind of just will stand still and not necessarily do anything, and be a pretty easy kill for us. Now, we still have to go and do the mechanics, and being in stealth does kind of break the boss a little bit. She sometimes will just make certain areas of the room, super death zone where you're taking a lot of damage but like the break will not be in the right spot. And so overall, it's kind of strange right now. We're not really sure 100% like what's going on with some of this stuff. But we'll show you kind of what the stealth looks like. Now, another nice thing about this setup is we're getting a lot of movement speed going from the chest armor as well, and our hat. So as you can see, like she's just standing here, like not even actually active yet. And if I attack, she disappears, flies into the air, and we're in stealth. So she can't see us now. And so we just kill her. Can't see us, can't do anything, and yeah, quite a bit of damage as well. Now we are using the Air of Perdition and or air, and this apparently just making you do an insane amount of damage to demons. So might be a little bugged here. But as you can see here, we're in stealth. She can't hit me. She can't really do anything. She's just kind of chilling out, just relaxing. And yeah, I could sit here all day. But one thing to note is that she has to do her mechanics. So I'm going to break stealth intentionally here so that she can just start running around. If you want to have like a smooth experience, you definitely want to, you know, break stealth here and not be in stealth as she's going to transition from phase to phase. Otherwise, it will get kind of funky, which I'll show you on this next phase transition. As you can see here, the little bullets can see you, and so you do still need to dodge them. But here I'm going to be in stealth. And yeah, she's just breaking this off without dropping the red lines. Now, when I come out of stealth here, she will, like, typically starts to fly. Ooh. She's doing the, like, oh! Okay. So yeah, as you can see, stealth does some weird stuff to the boss mechanics. And yeah, pretty fun. I think that this Quacks rune probably is maybe a little bit bugged. I'm not sure that this should be working with a channeled skill, but it's pretty interesting. Shroud of False Death definitely has some issues with it right now, especially with the Zol rune, just farming Warcry with it. Supposedly Air of Perdition also has some issues. I did manage to still clear a tier 80 pit without like having too many differences in damage by using a Godslayer crown instead of a Air Perdition. So I'm not really 100% sold that this thing is always giving you 200% damage or something. But yeah, definitely very interesting. We're going to see how things play out. And oh, I didn't even like have any of my other stuff in here. So pretty smooth kill. Hopefully Incinerate can continue to maybe be okay in next season. It's one of my favorite skills. And I'm really hoping that it's something that can be viable at least. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are these interesting interactions, or are they a bug? What's going on? We'll see you again soon, and come by the live stream.